Hey y'all, welcome back to yet another Monster High unboxing review. I know I've been posting a lot of Monster High unboxings lately. There's just been a lot of Monster High dolls coming out that I really enjoy. So like, I am sorry if that's getting repetitive, but also I'm not sorry because y'all can see who we're unboxing today and I feel completely justified in continuing my streak for Spectra. I'm so excited about this doll. Those of you who have been here for some time will know that Spectra in Gen 1 was just like such an important character for me. I feel like I sell the story a lot, so I'm sorry if it's repetitive. But the short version is the like core Spectra doll is the reason that I started collecting dolls, like period. Like she is the reason that everything that I have today exists. Without that doll, I don't know that I would have gotten into doll collecting. So for her to come back in G3 is so meaningful for me. Like it just feels like I've really come full circle and I'm so happy to have this doll. And also, they did her justice. Like look how cute she is. We can look at like the art on the back. I'm I'm trying to keep it together. She's just so pretty and it means so much to me that Spectra is in G3 again and she just looks really cute and everything. And I found her in Target. She was the only one on the shelf. I will say I don't think her face is like completely perfect, but it was good enough for me and it just felt very much like fate for her to like have just started hitting shelves and for me to find her so easily because normally like I don't have that experience. My Target in general like isn't the slowest by any means to get dolls and stuff, but it typically isn't the fastest. So to find her so quickly, like, and for there to just be the one staring at the shelf, like it really truly was like this doll was meant to come home with me. So she came home with me and I'm so excited to be able to get into her and unbox her with you guys today. I literally, because I'm someone who likes to plan things, so I usually have my filming schedule planned out for at least a week, sometimes two. Like I prefer to have 2 weeks planned out just to be safe. But I literally rearranged my entire filming schedule so that I could unbox this doll sooner because I just have to get into her. Like I'm so happy that she's finally here. So obviously I'm very excitable today. I will go ahead and go through how I would rank this doll on my rubric and I'll put up a picture on screen for you guys so you can see that more clearly. So for emotion, I did give her a score of 4. I don't think I'm gonna cry, so that's why she didn't get a 5, but a 4 is still really good. For need to customize, I gave her a 5. I don't really intend to do anything other than wash her hair. For quality, a 5 as well, because I'm pretty sure she has not poly hair. We're gonna find out, I guess. I'm so bad at hair types, but I'm pretty sure she's good, so I gave her a 5. Number of pieces I like, I gave her a 4, and then uniqueness, I gave her a 5, since this is the first time that we have seen Spectra in Gen 3 of Monster High, so technically speaking, for this generation, she is a brand new character, and I'm so excited to have her and to be able to unbox her with you guys today. Hopefully y'all are excited as well. If you do find yourself enjoying the video, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all that typical stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and get her out of box off camera right quick, and then we will come back together so that I can gush about her and talk about everything she comes with and hopefully have a wonderful time inducting Spectra into the G3 collection here. So I will see you guys in a second. Okay, I've gotten Spectra and all of her little accessories. They're all just off screen over here. They're all unboxed and ready to go. I have to turn her away so we can focus on the accessories, but like, I don't really want to, I just want to keep looking at her. But unfortunately, we do have to put her in the little like accessory timeout corner for now. Can we talk about the box here for a second? We'll get there eventually. Anyway, we have to focus on her accessories first. I don't even know where to start. Like, I literally said in the intro that I didn't think I was going to cry. I am starting to think otherwise. So, first off, we have her sunglasses here. I feel like this feels so familiar. Like, I feel like this is similar to a mold for some Gen 1 sunglasses that she had. That's not like an insult or anything. It's just kind of an observation. This feels like something that I've seen before, but that's fine. Like they're chill. For the most part, like I feel like doll faces are so pretty that for most of my dolls, I don't want to put sunglasses on them. So I'm never usually like the most enthused about these, but it's cute that she comes with them and like they're definitely, they got the chains and everything. They're fine. They're not my favorite piece, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's do her pet next. So, shoot, I was gonna look up how to pronounce this, and then I started filming because I got excited. Rune? No, that doesn't feel right. Hold on. We gotta check. Okay, a quick Google search has left me feeling like maybe I said it correctly. Rune? I don't know, but absolutely a cutie. I can't tell 100% if the face is like stamped properly on mine. If it's off by a very, very small amount, so it's no like problem for me. I love the gradient, and I will say I like was kind of hoping that this one would have better balance than the Gen 1 Spectra's Pet, because in Gen 1 the balance was like really, really hard to perfect, and I do think it's a little bit better, but it does still take some finagling to balance him. Not like something that's going to ruin the doll for me, but I do feel like I need to say that is that like it is still a little bit tricky because he's just so vertical, you know. But I love the design. He's a ghost ferret, I believe. And I think the way that they did the tail kind of like going into the smoke is so, so, so pretty. Like he's a little cutie patootie. Sometimes he has trouble standing up, but like you saw, like I can get it to happen. So that is super chill. Let's do. She's got a tablet and a phone, which I think is pretty interesting. So this is the tablet here with the printed face, and then the back is just the skeleton, and it's just shaped like a coffin. And then her phone that she has the printed apps on the kind of front part. Both parts do have a little thumb tab so you can have the doll hold the object. And then her phone case is shaped like a little ghost with a bow. And I do think that's really, really cute. It is ever so slightly transparent. I don't know, something about the shape of this is really funny and like quite cute to me. So love that for her. Then her beverage that she comes with is this skeleton, almost like mason jar sort of situation. Like it's giving mason jar vibes. The lid does come off with the straw, so you can just have this if you prefer, or you can pop that back in and have the whole shebang. Then for her food, so she comes with this tiny little, like, purpley periwinkle sort of tray, and in it, I don't know if these are supposed to be like nuggets or tater tots. I'm not 100% sure. They look more like nuggets to me, so that's what I'm gonna go with. But they're little like ghost nuggets. So they're all screaming, and you can stick them just right on in there. Super cute. And then to go with that, there is also this teensy tiny bottle of hot sauce. I don't know if it's going to focus enough for y'all to be able to read this. A little closer. Maybe. But it's ghost pepper hot sauce, which is so funny. Like, I know it's a very simple pun, like ghost character, ghost pepper, but I just love that they included this. It feels really comical. And also, I'm a sucker for like how tiny and cute this little bottle is. I don't know, like I'm not always an accessories person, but something about that is really precious to me. And then her last accessory that she's not like wearing is her backpack. So it is kind of a transparent purple color, obviously shaped like a ghost with the word boo on the front. It does technically open, but it's extremely stiff. Like I'm having trouble getting it open. To be fair, my hands are weak sometimes. Like they're not necessarily the strongest hands in the universe because they don't work quite properly. So I don't necessarily want to say that that would be everyone's experience because like it could just be my hands, but it's definitely not the easiest. So I'm not going to say that it's impossible to open because I don't think that's fair, but I will say it feels like a pretty hard plastic, so it feels like it would be difficult to open. I usually don't put anything in the bags just for like my preference unless that's just like a quick and easy way to like store an item, but I don't need them to be functional. But if you're someone who likes more functional bags, this one might not quite be it for you. Very cute though. Like aesthetically, I think this is cute and funny. But that means it's time to look at the doll herself. So let's take a little look-see at Miss Spectra. So this is kind of what I meant when I said I don't think her face is like technically 100% perfect. I feel like the eyeshadow under her eye on this side like goes a little bit further than this one. Like I feel like the makeup's ever so slightly uneven. For me, that's fine. Like her face was cute enough for me to feel good bringing her home. And like I said, like it just felt so right to see her on the shelves and to bring her back. So like for me, that's fine. Like that's an acceptable level of misprint for my collection. Obviously, everyone is different and has different standards. So like keep an eye out on that, like on the makeup. If you are someone who would be bothered by something like that, like I'm not judging you. Obviously, it's your collection. You can collect how you want. But yeah, for me, it was like fine and chill. We do have her nice sharp cheekbones, maybe not quite as prominent as Gen 1, but like they're definitely still there. They're definitely more noticeable than on some of the other G3 characters. And I really love that we got that. Like I appreciate the fact that they didn't fill out Spectra's face too much because she is a ghost, so she's supposed to like look a little bit more ghostly. And I feel like that was one of her more defining features back in G1. So I love that they've kept it. Even my husband, when I showed him the doll in box, was like, those are some cheekbones. And I love it for her. I love her sculpt like for her face. I think it's very pretty. She does come with this little like head circlet. So it's open in the back and then it's T-tied on. So you could keep the T-ties on if you want. I'll probably take them out because I need to wash the hair. We'll get there in a second. But it just goes across her forehead and it's a couple of chains there. Very, very cute. I really like little like headpieces like this. I don't know. I just think they're fun and nifty. She does have some mismatched earrings here. So we've got a lock on this side and then a key on this side. And the key is like a little bit longer. I love a good asymmetry moment. So, excuse me, I just like violently hiccuped. I hope that doesn't continue. I hope I don't have the hiccups. That would be awful to try to film with hiccups. Anyway, I love asymmetry just in general. I think it's like really fun. So having the mismatched earrings is always a good look for me. Now with the hair, this is rough. She's got some very, very bad box hair. Like you can tell that there was an attempt to curl it, and even like the underlayers look a little bit better. But the top layer is just wrecked. So this is going to be quite an effort to get her looking good. I feel like this is going to take some time, some conditioner to like help detangle all of the knots in here. She's going to be worth it. Like I will make her beautiful. But yeah, that is kind of unfortunate. It also makes it even harder for me to tell what hair fiber it is because I've said this before. I have watched all of the guides. I've looked up the answers. Like I should know how to tell hair fiber. Unless it is really atrocious polypropylene, I can't tell. Like, I don't know why. My brain just, like, won't absorb the information. And again, I've watched, like, guides on how to tell, like, which hair your doll has. I know that it's possible to, like, identify it. And for some people, it's so easy. I just physically cannot. This feels awful down here. Up here, it does feel, like, quite soft, where it's, like, not all knotted up and there's not really product up here. So just based off of this, I would guess to say that it's not polypropylene. I never want y'all to like take that as gospel fact because again, I'm bad at hair types. I don't think it's polypropylene. If it is, it's like a very, very nice polypropylene. Like I know some of the Cleo dolls had poly and it doesn't feel like some of the earlier Claudine dolls. Did I say that right? Cleo, I know, has had some poly hair, but it's like treated so it doesn't feel as bad as some of Claudine's poly hair dolls. So like if it is poly, it definitely feels like there's been some treatment to it because it feels much, much nicer than like I would typically think from polypropylene. So yeah, if you're worried about like the feel of the hair, I think that with a wash, it would feel fine. If you're worried about polypropylene as a hair fiber in terms of like degradation, like over time, was that the right word? I said it, we're going to go with it. But like poly hair doesn't last as long. So if you're worried about that, I can't help you. If you're worried about the feel, it's going to feel good after a wash. That was a lot. I'm so sorry. I feel like I talked forever. Let me just pull apart some pieces here. Rooting looks real solid in there. It feels thick, like on the, like this. It feels like thick hair. But of course we have to check. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm kind of struggling to get to the scalp in some places. That definitely both looks and feels like a nice thickly rooted head of hair. So once I wash her, I feel like she's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I guess I could like vaguely plug my Instagram and say that once this is done, I'll post her over there. You don't have to follow me, but like if you want to see it, you totally can. And then we have her outfit. And like I'm going to have to dissect this and like get into all the different pieces, but I do want to just like look at it as a whole real quick. This is cute. And it is very, very similar, I feel like, to the Haute Couture Midnight Runway Spectra's outfit. So, I mean, that's been pointed out for ages because back when that doll came out, we already had like prototype images, I believe, of this Spectra. So that's kind of old news. It's not necessarily the most relevant, but I guess I should just say if you missed out on that one or like didn't get it because of the price or whatever, I really do feel like this is a similar outfit and like a similar vibe. So this is always an option for you, but it's so cute. Like even though I have the Midnight Runway one, I still love this one. It's really good, but we have to start taking pieces off so we can take a little look at them. So the belt does have two pegs on the back here where it connects. If I can pop those off. So then we can take the whole belt off. And it's just a very like soft like squishy kind of rubbery sort of plastic. Just a bunch of chains with some like balls, like ball and chain on the end here. It's simple, but it's cute. I like that these are all kind of flowing a little bit differently. I don't know if they're all the same because it is like a very malleable plastic, so I feel like how it's packaged could change how they kind of flow, but I like that they're not all uniform. That just, it feels more organic, I guess is a good way to put it. But yeah, it's kind of simple, but I think it's quite cute. And honestly, her outfit, like, I mean, I like it better with the belt, but it is also kind of cute without the belt. So she also has these chains kind of going around her shoulders, and that does go all the way around to the back and like crisscrosses here. So I guess I'd have to take this off kind of like a vest. Am I going to be able to do this on camera? Let's find out. It's very hard for me to do stuff on camera when I need both of my hands, just because like I'm trying to stay in frame, but also, I don't know, it just feels difficult for me. I kind of undid her little top piece there. So we'll move that, or we'll get back to that in a second. But yeah, this is her little like shoulder piece. I feel like you could probably put it on this way too if you wanted to, and just like put it on the front. So, you know, that's nice. I do like the number of layers. Like, I like the fact that there's a lot of pieces you can take off because I feel like it just makes it easier for her outfit to be more versatile. And if you don't like a piece, because they're all so separate, it's kind of nice that you can just take it off and like you don't have to be looking at it if you don't like it. So that we can look at this, I do want to keep her little like top layer on for a second. But so we do have this big flowy piece that is all like connected with this up here. You'll see in a second. Sorry, I have a tea tie, a little baby one in there. But we've got these beautiful puff sleeves. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a good sleeve. And then kind of this almost train effect here. I love the fabric. It's sheer. It's like a beautiful purple. And it does have like this very faint printing on it that is like vaguely reminiscent of chains. I really like that because it's so faint. Like it's not really in your face. So it feels very subtle, very low key. It still feels like a reference to the chains, which are like a huge component of her design being a ghost, but it doesn't feel overdone, if that makes sense. At least for me, in my opinion, I think that that's a really nice touch because it keeps it from just being like, oh, boring purple fabric, but it's not overwhelming. So I think that's really nice. And then this top portion here does Velcro in the front. It's kind of like a more satiny finish on the material there. There's like a collar and everything. I feel like it looks really, really, really nice. But that part does obviously unvelcro. And then, ooh, I'm trying to think because I don't want to have to take off her hands and everything right now. Can I get this off over her hands? I can. Watch. Watch me do it. Oh my God, I said that so confidently. Why did I do that? I was doing good until the second that I was like, watch me. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Let's get the other one. Don't fail me now. They're not like super tight around the wrist. Obviously the hands do come off. So like you could do that to make it easier. I'm just lazy. And even though that was probably harder than just taking her hands off, that's what I did. So now you can kind of see how it all connects. So it's just like this piece that closes in the front as a collar. It very much looks like half a dress. But it's really cute. Like I like this piece. I like the colors chosen for it. This is a nice one. And that brings us down to Spectra's like most bare bones outfit where it's just this little strapless romper. It does obviously Velcro up in the back. I love the fabric for this. Like that shimmer and shine is so beautiful. We've got the chain printing on there. Y'all know I love anything with glitter. Like I'm obviously already biased because it's Spectra and I love her, but also it's sparkly. So it draws me in. It's like a magnet for me. I just love the sparkle. It also is like a very unexpected texture. I feel like for some people this could be a bad touch, but for me it's like quite smooth and quite appealing. It's got like a little cuffs at the bottom. I don't know. I just think this is really cute. And again, I love that there are so many pieces that are all separate because it's like you can really kind of customize this outfit just with the things that she comes with and kind of make it your own if you don't like all the pieces, or you can keep her fully layered. I just really appreciate stuff like that. I appreciate when dolls have different layers and like different outfit pieces because I feel like it's just nice to not have everything all be one. It's extra levels of detail. It allows you to do a little bit more with your doll. So super into that. Also, now that we've taken a lot off, you can more clearly see that Spectra does have the same sort of effect on her body as she did back in Gen 1, where her arms kind of fade to clear and then her hands are clear. And then same deal with her legs, like in the calf area down to her feet. I love that. Again, it's such like an iconic thing for Spectra. I would have been devastated if they hadn't kept that in G3. I feel like it's executed really, really well. Like she's so unreasonably pretty, and I'm just so happy to have her. I don't know. I feel like Monster High has really been popping off lately because I usually don't buy duplicates of dolls, but like I low key want a duplicate of Caddy, and now I kind of want another one of Spectra because she's my girl. I just love her. Anyway, though, we have to talk about the shoes still. So they are just like pretty simple, just the silver with the chains on the front, and then we do have like the ball from the ball and chain on the like heel, like as the heel, little spikes along the back, kind of referential to her Gen 1 boots. So again, I do like that. Just as someone who has like an attachment to that Spectre specifically, I do appreciate that. I feel like they're kind of simple, but they really work with the rest of the outfit for me. Like they're not the most extravagant heels that Monster High's ever done or that Gen 3 even has ever done, but I still think they're effective and they're cute. Plus, I kind of like that they're not crazy because I feel like it draws attention to her clear legs more, and I like that part. So I don't know, I'm here for it. But that is everything for Miss Spectra today. I'm so happy to have this doll. Like Spectra just means a lot to me, and I'm just really excited that I get to have like a new rendition of her. It just really makes me happy. So least and most favorite things. Least favorite thing is the box hair. That's kind of a cop out because like that's an easy least favorite thing, but yeah, that's my least favorite. Probably the thing that I would say to be on the lookout the most is just the face, like the printing might be ever so slightly off. So these aren't available as of time of filming online right now. They're just kind of popping up in Targets. So if you do go looking, kind of keep an eye on the face. But I don't think it's terrible. At least mine is not like horrifically wonky. I haven't seen really other people post about anything being too bad. So hopefully everything will be chill for you guys. My favorite thing is just the fact that she exists. But like, if you actually want me to pick it, I really truly do love the fabric of this romper. Like, I think it's quite pretty. I don't know how to explain it. And again, I am just super biased towards sparkly things, but like, it's low key gorgeous to me. So, but yeah, I think that's everything that I have to say about Spectra. Sorry if this was like a very overly glowing, I guess. Sorry if I wasn't like maybe as critical as y'all wanted me to. I just like I went into this doll with such a heavy bias. I feel like there was no way I could have not loved her. So I guess take it with a grain of salt. I try to be as like honest as possible. I always do. I try to be as objective as possible, I guess I should say. I really truly just am obsessed with her and I love her a lot. So like that's my final thoughts. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this new version of Spectra down in the comments. Have you been able to find her, or are you still on the look, or like do you not care? I don't know. I just want to hear your thoughts and feelings, but I'm going to go and give her a hair wash so that I can like get her all nice and pretty for my shelves and for her Instagram pictures. So that is what I will be doing, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye guys.